Hiya all my Ali Pallies, and thank you for joining me today. Now, I had a request. You have to forgive me. My eye is looking very puffy today. I'm not sure why, but I'm going to go easy on my eyes. But that's fine because what I'm about to do, and I'm having a bit of a bad hair day. But anyway, enough fussing over my appearance. I am what I am. Okay. A while back, I had a request, and I can't remember who it was from. But it was a request to do a khaki and coral look. And I have a feeling it was Julianne. But Julianne, if I'm wrong, I apologise. But I definitely had a request to do khaki and coral. And I thought, why not do that today? So I'm going to do a summer khaki and coral look. So I'm going to go quite easy on the eyes because of this swelling. As you can see, it looks quite swollen there. But I will go quite easy on the eyes, but I'm going to do a little look. So let's get going, shall we? Okay, Jack will be coming back in a minute, so you'll hear the buzzer going. But I'm going to put on some sunscreen first of all. I've been resting up a bit this morning because my ulcer is worse again. I won't go into detail because it's just boring me now. So it must be boring you. So I'm just putting some sunscreen on. And I'm going to use this MAC Full Coverage Foundation, which I don't need to use a lot of. But because it's full coverage and I want to glow, I'm going to use these. Now, I bought a whole load of these and just haven't used them. And I thought, you know what? If I don't use them soon, I think they might have actually thickened up. But that's fine because I think they're going to have to go out actually. But I can get away with using this as a primer. Now, I'm going to look a bit like the Tin Man. These are called Liquid Chrome Barry M Drops. But I haven't used them that much. And therefore they've gone thick. They're supposed to be drops, but I think I can get away with using this as a primer, and I will look like the Tin Man, but don't worry because I'm putting full coverage over the top, but full coverage in a light way. So if you don't know what to do with your liquid highlighters, this is one way to use them, is when you're using a fuller coverage foundation but you still want to glow. I know this is going to look a bit mad, but it won't soon. Okay, there we go. Nice Tin Man look for you. And then I'm going to go over it with some MAC Full Coverage Foundation. But this is the one that I was showing you before, that is in like a pan stick. And I'm going to take it with a brush and I'm just going to start buffing it into my skin. It's very waxy, but you will see that once you put this over, you really don't need a lot because it's so full coverage. But those highlighter drops underneath will just help to keep the glow. I'm putting a tiny amount on the brush. So that's the beauty sometimes of wearing full coverage. People think, oh, I don't want to do full coverage in the summer because it's too thick. But sometimes you can use full coverage quite thinly, so it means you have less product on your skin. And obviously I dab it around this area to cover up my hyperpigmentation. And the good thing about this is because it's so high coverage, I can get away without using much concealer. thought this morning I looked like I'd smacked myself in the eye in my sleep. I think it's just the pollen. It's very high at the moment, and my buzzer is going to go any second now. Okay, and then I'm just going to take some with my finger and use it as a concealer to spot correct, so I don't actually have to use a separate concealer. Go very gently over this part of my eye. And then just take some down, tiny bit down onto my neck. And that will do nicely. Okay, I'm then going to do, while I've got the cream products on, and before I set any of it, I do want to set it a bit because it's quite creamy. I'm going to get, I'm going to do my cheeks next, and I know exactly what I want to use. Excuse me, I've got a hair stuck to my face. Right, I'll be right back. Okay, so next up, Jack's just come in, by the way, so we've just caught up. I'm going to use as Vedra Beach Stick. Now, Charlotte doesn't make this anymore, but to be quite honest, Karina's Star is exactly the same if you want to put that on your cheeks. Exactly the same, almost. Or Coachella Coral, actually, because it's quite corally. So I'm going to use some of that on my cheeks. Get all my cream products on first. And I do need a bit of colour today, so it looks like I'm going a bit over the top. But trust me, once I've got my powder on, it won't look over the top at all. And I'll just put a little smidgen of what's left on my fingers up there, and a little bit over my nose, and a bit over my chin. And then I'm going to use her Ibiza stick, which is like a contour stick. Right, lesson number 1. When you're putting a contour stick, remember where you've applied it. When I was editing this, I've just cringed throughout the entire video because yet again, I have forgotten to blend my contour under one side of my chin, and you will see it throughout the entire video. Thankfully, I didn't go out. I don't know at what point I did blend it in. I probably didn't. But a lesson learnt, and I'll definitely remember next time. So, yeah, it's really quite cringeworthy, but I decided to keep it in because this is what happens. This is real life, and I hope you find it amusing as I did, and somewhat cringeworthy. Even easier than her contour ones. And I'm just going to blend that in with my fingers. Now, it is quite hot and sticky today, so I am going to use Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. Just to stop me getting oily from the cream products. Cream products definitely look better in the summer, but they also melt a lot more. So it's kind of balancing everything out, but I can get away with using a matte powder because I've put that highlighter underneath. I just get the powder. Okay, now because that high coverage foundation is quite thick and emollient, to prevent it from creasing, I'm going to put some shade 1 of Airbrush Flawless Finish under my eyes to set it. If I was using Magic Away, I wouldn't use powder to set it. I'm not going to set my eyelids because I'm going to put another cream product on my eyelids, and I'm going to put that shade 1 down the centre of my nose as well, and the centre of my face, like so. And then I'm going to use shade 2 to set the rest of my face. You see, when you're setting cream blush, it mutes it a little bit, so if it looks a bit over the top when you put it on, don't worry too much, because by the time you get your powder on, it looks fine. I just look like I've caught the sun, which I haven't, because I haven't been out, because I have my air cast back on. I know it looks like I'm putting a lot, but this one's nearly empty, so I don't tend to pick up that much on the brush. And it really is quite sticky here today. Okay, done. Now to the eye makeup. Okay, when my eyes are looking a little swollen and potentially irritated, I love to use Charlotte's Eyes to Mesmerise because they have got vitamin E and they're very soothing formula. I'm trying to think of the other ingredients, but I can't remember offhand. But I'm just going to use the shade Verushka, which is a khaki shade, as you can see. And I'm just going to dab that on with my fingers, like so. And then I'm going to buff it in with an Expert crease brush by Real Techniques, just to buff that out at the top. And you can layer this up until you get the effect that you want. And it's better to put these on in thin layers and layer it up, because it's less likely to crease if you do that. And go back to the first eye. And buff that out the top. Not as much over the lid this time. Sorry, that's my oven. It's fine. And then this one. Right, I'm going to get a little brush and put a little bit underneath. So I've got a tiny little Real Techniques brush. Like so. And then I'm going to get my Lovegasm palette. Okay, so next on in, I'm going to use the Lovegasm palette. And I'm just going to use the bronzer, the matte bronzer that's here in the crease, as a kind of transition shade to blend it all out. And then I'm going to use a highlighter to highlight my brow. So I'll just take the highlighter from the palette and run that along the brow bone. And also in the corner. Just going to take a bit of the multi-glow that's here, and I'm going to pop some of that in the centre here, just to add something. It kind of suggests some coral is going to be thrown in at some point. Just a touch of it. And I'll put a little bit of that also underneath my eye. I'm just blending out the edges with my fingers. Okay, then I'm going to put some of the highlighter on my face. And then I'm going to do some eyeliner. Okay, I haven't tried these yet, but I got them free in a set. I got them free in a magazine this week. I think it was Elle magazine. Now, last time I got a free rodial product in a magazine, it was a mascara, and it went straight in the bin. This is the first time I'm trying them. So these may go in the bin too, but hopefully not. So there's a black eyeliner and a brown eyeliner. So I thought I'd give them a try. Let me try the black one. You just have to hold on a minute. It's got that seal around it. So I'll just take that off and I'll be right back. Okay, got the top off. Oh, it seems quite soft. Hopefully this will work well. So I'm just going to put that on. Okay, I'm just going to do my very patchy brows and my mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, that's my eyes done. Now I'm just going to line my lips with this lip liner from Urban Decay called Crash. That's what Charlotte needs, an orange lip liner, and it needs sharpening. Sorry, I'll be right back. Crash. And then to finish off, it has to be Hot Emily. So there you have it. Khaki, smoky eyes and a vibrant Hot Emily lipstick. Hope you liked today's look, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care. See you soon.